Today I'm joined here with Lily Belland. She's the co-founder of the Snowflake House Respite Foundation and the new executive director, Shelly Wieringa. Thank you for joining me today. Just talking a little bit about, what the Snowflake House is and what services it offers, because reading up on it, it sounds like a very wonderful foundation. So can you just give me a little bit of background on how the Snowflake House came to be?
Sure. So in 2012, we started off as a society, and we started doing hourly respite services in 2013. But to give you a little more background to it, I have a 20-year-old son with severe autism, and when he was growing up, we had times where we had fantastic services with great providers and whatnot, and we also had times where we had no services whatsoever and we had big gaps in our service. So as a family, we knew what it was like to have both, to have either. Yeah. And at the time that we started Snowflake House, the other service providers in town had kind of backed out of a lot of the services we were looking at, and people were having to hire privately. And so we created Snowflake House because we wanted other families to not have to worry about hiring privately.
And so what sort of services are offered through the Snowflake House?
So our main service is hourly respite, and respite in my world has a very broad definition. It's basically anything that can bring a parent's stress level down. And so most of the time we take kids out in the community and we do fun things. We take them swimming or whatever. Sometimes we stay in the home with the children and the parents go out in the community and do what they need to do out there, whether it's working or getting their banking done or getting groceries or things like that. And then sometimes it looks just a little bit different. It's very parent-centered, so whatever the parents feel that they need to bring their stress level down is what we try to provide.
Yeah. And so what are some of the struggles that you have faced with, having a son who has autism, or helping parents who are have kids similar as well?
A lot of the kiddos that we serve would not be able to access things in their community like camp or day camps or things like scouts or swimming lessons or all those kind of things that kids go and access without any trouble whatsoever. Our kiddos either are unable to be there or can only be there with a one-on-one aid. And so those are things that we provide for them. For my son, probably the biggest barrier we had was with behaviors. He's got some big behaviors even still, and so that made it difficult for him to even be in school or things like that. And so you just never know where parents are coming from. Not all of our families are behavioral families either. We serve families that have children with high medical needs or children with more physical disabilities, and so we run the whole gamut.
Well, awesome. And Shelly, you're taking over as executive director. What do you have kind of sort of planned for the upcoming, where is the Snowflake House going to go?
Well, my biggest goal is to pick up where Lily's leaving off. She's some pretty big shoes to fill. The biggest thing that I'm finding with our service providers and families is that we need an actual respite house, somewhere where parents can bring the child for 24 to 72 hours so that they can actually get a break.
Oh, well, that sounds really awesome. Just really quickly before we wrap up, if any parent or any members of the community want to reach out to maybe volunteer, or they have a child who has similar needs, how can they get in contact with you?
They can call me directly. Do you want me to give me the number?
Yeah, sure.
306-830-2655. They can also contact us by website, and Facebook is easy to get to us too.
Yeah.
The Snowflake House site.
Okay, well, perfect. Thank you guys so much for coming in and sharing just everything on this really awesome foundation. I know that some parents they don't really know where to go sometimes, and having something like this respite, it changes, and it's really awesome. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.